Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, from what I can see outside, we had a tiny bit of snowfall last night. Nothing serious. Nothing really even, I don't think, that requires the snow shovel. Well, I might go out there and kind of scrape it off my steps. See what happens. Because Missy the dog is going to be coming by soon. Well, I guess not soon. Probably not for another couple hours or more. I don't think we're going to have a sunrise this morning to look at. It's too cloudy, too overcast. We are set up and ready to start soldering. And I was noticing that this little part here, it's sort of bent together almost in the right shape right now. I could probably get away using CA glue, but I'm going to try and solder it. We do have another one over there that we have to make. I'll do that one quickly off camera after I've done this one. There's a few little things that we have to do. I was noticing that I didn't get there's supposed to be a pulley system that hangs underneath this crane. The Photo Etch F16. I remember seeing it on the fret, and there's two of them actually, because we're making two of these. Anyway, and I remember thinking that is going to be very difficult not to bend. So once it's soldered on there, and it probably will get soldered, we'll see what happens. When we're handling this part, it's gonna, and I do have to do a certain amount of handling of it, because on the bottom here, there goes a little part, the T31. So we got to get that on. That's one of those little square pieces, round pieces with a square flange. I can see them over there. Okay, we got everything. We're doing a lot of lip flapping here and not getting anything done again. So I think the best thing for me to do here is to get the camera down onto the model table and get ourselves plugged in and see what we can do. I think I'm slightly afraid to get started at it. I don't know why. It should go really well. I think the thing to do is to take and seams that seams that are already almost exactly in the right place, solder them up first. Then it'll give it a little bit of rigidity for handling to do the more difficult ones. I wonder what would be the best way to. I think that maybe put the camera here and have it sort of facing this way, and then it'll just sort of work right here. That might work. Otherwise, if the camera's up to the side, and my hands are going to possibly be in your way, and you're not going to be able to see the actual soldering. It would be nice if I could, use the macro lens and you could see the solder going into the joints. We'll see what happens. I'm starting to think out loud here again. Let's get going. I don't have any big news. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and my plan for tomorrow night is I'm going to see if I can stay awake until midnight and see the New Year's roll in. I haven't done that for years. It's been a long time since I've deliberately stayed awake. Usually what happens is I get tired and I think to myself, oh, what's the difference? But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll be starting my New Year's resolution on January the 1st. So the last day of this month, this year, will be the last day I can pig out. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll make a pizza just for New Year's Eve. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't have a whole lot of ingredients in the house, but I got some. Okay, let's get at her here and see what we can do. Okay, I have made myself a little tiny work table here. And the idea is if I can keep this part on this table, you're going to be able to see it at all times, because I do have a tendency sometimes to forget. And I move what I'm doing completely out of the field of view. Now my plan is I'm going to solder up this section right here so that I'll have something to hang on to, and I don't need to worry about crushing it because it's not soldered together. So I'm noticing that right now that, let's see if I can just touch it here. This seam right here is pretty much in the right place. I don't know if I should try and tuck this, I guess we'll call it a flap underneath there, or not, or just maybe if I put my other glasses on, I could see up close. I'm not quite seeing this really, really sharp. We almost need the macro lens, and yet if I try to do something this large with the macro lens, I find it just too difficult to keep everything right in the center of the field of view. In fact, it sometimes moves completely out of it. So we don't want that. So I guess anything is better than nothing, right? Okay, let's stop talking here. Let's get our soldering tip cleaned up here a little bit. It's obviously it's not plugged in yet, and we'll do this seam here. Then I guess the thing that's just check and see what does it look like on the other side. Okay, the other side is a little seam we could do. Yeah. Now then, where the parts are held together by the tabs, I want to do those seams too, because the tabs are not all that strong. So, okay, let's get ourselves in readiness here. Okay. Now, where am I going to put this thing? I'll put it over here. Well, here we go. Now I don't want to get it too blobbed up here, because this does actually have to go into a little square fitting. So I'll just tin the bottom of that, I guess. Okay, so we got this now. Okay, I believe that's sealed. Hard to tell. Did I actually get it in there? Yeah, I think it is. I have to leave this soldering iron touching the photo etch long enough for the photo etch to get hot enough so that the solder will flow. Otherwise it just... I'm having trouble with this one. Okay, it may not be 100% everywhere, but the joints are, in other words, when I grab hold of this section here, I don't need to worry about breaking it. Okay, now we've got this one little flap right here. It doesn't want to stay in place, so I think this larger flap across the top, it does want to stay in place. It's almost perfect, so we'll get it first. Like this. Okay, now I better hold this a little bit further down so I don't burn myself. A little bit heavy there, isn't it? I suppose what I can do, well, I feel the heat on my fingers. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got that seam. Yeah. All right, now what about the one underneath here? This one here, okay, whoops. I almost dropped it in the solder flux. Okay, now. This one should maybe be pushed in a little bit here. I don't know if the solder can fill a gap that big. I suppose it could if I got enough solder. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got it. Oh. Ouch, it's getting hot. Okay, I think we pretty much got it. Okay, now we just got to get these smaller flaps. Like this one right here. Now how can I hold that down? I've got to hold that in at the same time as I solder it. I wonder if I was to use a little clamp here. I'm just going to push stop here and reposition myself. Okay, we're going to worry about that flap later. I'm noticing that these ones out here on the end are pretty much in the right place already. Notice trying to get the solder all over the place. Okay. Okay, most of those joints are sealed. Oh, this one isn't. Here we go. It is now. This one I don't think I did. Okay, it is now. Okay, it looks a little bit crude, but I think once it's painted, we'll get some little lumps down here, so we can get rid of those. Whew, it's getting hot. Ouch. Okay, now we gotta worry about this flap out here, remember? Because it doesn't stay all the way down, and I can't hold it with my finger that close without burning myself. Okay, let's be careful here now that we don't knock this down. Noticing I didn't get this seam right here. Now, okay, these two little flaps that are going up the side diagonally, we'll do them last, but we've got to get this in place first. Now, just doing a bit of a dry run here. I think if I can hold this down like that, yeah, that should work. I don't want to leave it on there too long because it's going to melt the rubber that's holding the on the okay, there we go. That's good enough. Now, don't think we need to have the solder flow all the way down, but it seems, what's happening here? Maybe it's sort of overkill, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to see the detail if I cover it up, but at least it's going to be strong. Okay, flip it over and do the other side. Just let this cool a little bit here. I think I basically got it in the right place. You know, this is very old solder flux. I don't know if it loses its potency or not. Oh, it's 9 o'clock already. Okay. Yeah, it's not coming off. Okay, I've got it cleaned up now. I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner with warm soapy water. And we got rid of all the acid and everything that was probably all over the entire surface. Now I do have to make one more. So in other words, we've gone from this to this. But I wanted to point out that you notice on the bottom here, there's a little slit. Well, that's where that little part goes in that's supposed to represent a pulley. And I don't know if I should solder that in place now or CA it in place later after everything is painted. Maybe we should get that little part and see what it looks like. Because we are pretty much done here. I'm not going to video doing this one. Because it'll be pretty much the same thing. Okay, let's get that part. Okay, here is our F16, and it is so delicate. I think if I'm smart, I'm going to remove the backing here, because I got a feeling that if parts of it were to stick, when I try to peel it off, for instance, there's a little hook. Grab hold of that with something here. Very slowly and carefully. There we go. All right. Now, let's get our macro lens on. Okay, being very careful now. We don't want to accidentally cut the cable. Try and get as close to the part as we can. All right. Let's turn it around. I would have thought they could have probably put this in a slightly different place. It's you know, it would have been better if they had fastened it onto this rather than down there where they did. Yeah, I think I'm through. Nope. Why am I? Oh yeah, it's off. Yeah, it's off. Okay, now, are we going to be able to do anything with this without bending that little hook? That is so delicate. Okay. Now let's put those in a nice safe place. Good morning, Bessie.
Oh,
Good morning.
it must be slippery out. We are up at the corner of Carwood around the corner from Rowley to Donwood. Spawned and did a 180-degree turn.
Oh my.
We got themselves righted and then spun away onto Callum. So I guess if you're a bad driver, 180 isn't going to scare you into being a good driver.
No, apparently not.
How are you today?
I'm okay. Yeah. I feel cold little paws on the bottom of my on my legs here.
Yes.
Does that feel good, Missy? Eh? Yeah.
Very cold whiskers. Did Uncle Ron drop anything when he was making pizza 2 days ago? Maybe he did.
I was telling the viewers that I'm planning on staying up till to see the New Year's in on Wednesday night, tomorrow night.
Oh.
Oh, that all being well. And I thought I might make myself a pizza as a celebration. My last big splurge before the New Year's resolution.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yes. Who's a good doodle? I'm a good doodle. Do I go home and do 2 out of 3 with the cat? Oh. I might take up the Salisbury house.
Yeah, the Salisbury house, it's a nice place, but they're expensive. They're not what they used to be, that's for sure.
Yeah, Smitty's is not cheap either.
No, I guess nothing's cheap anymore.
Except Missy. 3 smiles for Missy.
McDonald's still has dollar coffee.
I've been making my own coffee for 2 weeks. You know how much a big tin of coffee costs in the store?
Yeah.
That's how much I spent on Timmy's in 2 days. But it's not the cost of it. I'm just getting too lazy to scrape the ice off my car every morning.
Well, I don't blame you. I haven't scraped my car for weeks.
Oh well, it's going to melt in the spring.
That's what I'm looking for.
Thanks, Uncle Ron.
Bye, Missy. Yeah, it'll melt in the spring. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Continuing right along here. We got one more to make. One more to make, and we're going to do it off camera. I can't pick things up anymore. Okay, we'll get it. Yeah, I'm basically happy with this. I'm basically happy. It could be better. It could be a little less lumpy, but I think once it's sprayed, it's going to look okay, especially from arm's length. Okay, we got them both done now. And the second one, it went pretty much the same way as the first one, only somewhat faster. Because I sort of knew what I was doing and I wasn't messing around with the camera. Anyway, we are ready to try and put this base in that little plastic part. That's going to have to be tomorrow though, getting pretty late. Yeah, I spent a lot more time videoing this soldering than I thought I did. That's usually the way it goes, isn't it? Okay, thanks for watching everybody. All being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.